Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Adam, this is my channel Adam Sews, and today's Friday, which means it is a Friday Sews update. For those of you that may have noticed, I actually put out a vlog already today, which was about Sew Phoenix September. So if you haven't seen that and you are interested in following on with that challenge that is happening this month, then head over to that video to have a watch afterwards. So I just wanted to start off today's vlog by saying a huge thank you to everyone that watched last week's Friday Sews. I have no idea what happened with the algorithm, but it just, for some reason, blew up much more than any of my normal Friday Sews videos. So for all of those new subscribers that have found me from last week's Friday Sews, a big hello, thank you, and I hope that you are enjoying the content that is on this channel. I have had a bit of a weird week this week. Had a lot going on at work, different things, and so on and so forth. So I have managed to get some things done, but for some mad unknown reason, nothing really turned up this week. So I obviously haven't been very good at looking at Vinted, eBay, D-stashes, and so on and so forth, which is not a bad thing. But I thought I would go through what I have finished this week. So I did make something very peculiar this week, which was so that I could take a photo of them underneath my Tula Pink banana for a little bit of promo over on Instagram for the release of the new So Place Like Home Sew Along, which is a collaboration between myself and Artie's Quilting Company. They have asked me to come on board from January the 15th and run the sew along for the reboot of So Place Like Home, which is the Wizard of Oz themed quilt, which they have redesigned completely in Tula Pink fabrics, and it is absolutely stunning. And I cannot wait to guide everyone through putting those blocks together. So I made myself a little pair of little Ding Dong the Witch's Dead feet, which can slot underneath things, and they just look super cute. So these are actually made from Tula tent stripe, and the little shoes, which even have little heels, which are really cute. These were a little self-drafted pattern that I made up. I think they're really funny. They just kind of look quite cartoony and comical, and I just thought they were really great. And this fabric is a baby Geo fabric, which was from Moon Garden, I believe, which is a bit of a weird one for Tula because she doesn't use a lot of true reds as what I would class as true reds. A lot of them are very orangey pinky, so this is the kind of most red fabric that she does, and the baby Geo kind of, with all these little different dots in it, it kind of looks sparkly, so it kind of gives the illusion of ruby slippers. Yeah, so I made myself a little pair of Ding Dong the Witch's Dead legs. Besides that, I had a day this week where I just wanted to sit and finish something. So I went through all of my quilt tops, which are in this box up here. Most of that stuff that's in that box is folded up, completed quilt tops that need to be turned into actual quilts. So I thought I would drag one out, and I'd had the backing lined up for it, the batting, everything. It was all ready to go. I just needed to actually quilt it. So I spent the time, I came in, hoovered the carpet so that I could lay all the fabric on the floor without getting the threads all over it. I basted all my layers together, and I sat and I did some mindful free motion on the Benina 770 that I bought a little while ago. I used the BSR, which is the Benina stitch regulator, and I just done some free motion quilting all over it. It's not my best work. It's nowhere near as refined as when I do free motion on the frame, but it's quite a small quilt for me, and I just thought I just don't have the energy to be building the frame and standing there. I just wanted to sit and do something that was quite therapeutic. So I finished. It's only been a year in the making. So the backing on this is a absolutely beautiful Shannon Fabrics Minky, which I got from the delightful Ellie over at Oak Apple Haberdashery. I'm not sure if she still has any, but if you would like some, head over to her website. She might still have some left. I'm not 100% sure. She does have the most stunning fabric, so if you like Laurie Holt or anything vintage, she has loads of those. The thing I love about it as well is the definition that you get on the Minky from the actual stitching is absolutely amazing. It feels so nice. So I will step back and show you the completed quilt. So this is the Haunted Cabin quilt, which is an Artie's Quilting Company pattern. It was launched last year for Halloween. So it's not the, as I say, it's not the biggest quilt. I actually decided to use the minky that I had excess around the edge. I trimmed it down to 6 inches, and then I just flipped it over and done it like a faced border the whole way around it, because I thought, you know what, I have got enough of it to do that, and it meant that I didn't have to cut it down much, which meant less minky fluff, and it also means that it's got this really nice, super soft, squishy edge to it as well. And the reason being, I am planning on keeping this quilt. It will go on my sofa so that me and Luna can snuggle up throughout the winter with this on us, because of how plush it is. She's already tried to claim it as her own within about 30 seconds of making the quilt. So yeah, super happy with how that turned out. Now that I've shown it to you, I can put it through the wash, because I love a freshly washed quilt when it's new. I prefer them when they've been washed once, because they go all wrinkly and crinkly and nice. So it's going to go through the wash in the tumble dryer, and then it'll all shrinkle crinkle, and it'll be lovely. So yeah, besides that, I did then think to myself, I'd like another little mindless task basically, and I decided to pull out some Laurie Holt fabrics that the lovely John from Artie sent to me a little while ago. I did a little haul and an unboxing of that when he sent that through. And it was just a mixture of different Laurie Holt sort of reorderables. So most of her little prints that are available sort of all year round and go on a 2-year replenishable. So I got to work. I cut out loads and loads of 3-inch squares, because I wanted to make just a simple 9 patch that would repeat in alternate ways. So it would go pattern fabric, background pattern, background pattern, background. So it'd be like almost look like a number 5 on a dice, and then the other one would then look like a number 4 with 6 background squares. Oh, I can't work it out. I will show you what it looks like. So I scrumpled it all together. It's quite a large quilt, I'm not going to lie. So yeah, I done all my 5 patches, alternating them. So I've got the one that's got background, fashion fabric, background, and then print, background, print is what I was trying to say earlier. So then when they're together, they alternate the whole way through, apart from the middle section, because I had some extra squares left over, so I just thought I'd run one extra line through the middle just to break it up, because I wanted it to look nice and scrappy. And then all of my leftovers I cut down into a 3-inch border and stitched them together as a pieced border the whole way around the initial one. And then I used 6-inch strips of my fat quarters and done a 6-inch border as the second border around it. So it is super sort of vintagey, home cottagey, sort of nice and pastel-y but still bright. I keep pulling the clip down on the right hand side, so let me put that back in. So this I think I might hand quilt this. I think I might regret saying that, but I think I might layer it up, baste it, put my curved pins in, and then just sit and just quilt a bit at a time, and when it's done, it's done. I have actually got the nicest quilt backing to go with this as well, which I think John sent me as well, which is the white quilt backing with the like hand cursive writing all over it, handwriting. So I think I'm going to back it with that, because there is actually, most of this background fabric is the jam jar print, but actually I think I might have a little scrap of it here so I can show you. So some of them, yes, because I have still got some blocks left over. So some of them are the jam jar print, which is this one here. And then some of the other ones have got the writing on it, which is, this is the quilting cotton of the wide back that I've got. So the wide back is similar to this. So I think I'm going to put that on the back of it in wide back version. And then I did also use some of the Hush Hush 2, which is the chicks. Which are these little chicks here. So that's in there as well, so in some places. So I have got some scraps left over. They've gone in my scrap bin because they will go to my lovely friend Anne, because she always does amazing things with scraps. She gets most of my Tula scraps and most of my Laurie Holt scraps. So I send her a little package probably about once a month or so. The last one I said to her, you need to be careful because it is likely to burst open the minute you cut the tape on it, because it was like it was like a party popper of scraps, this box. So yeah, if you are watching, Anne, you will have another box coming to you soon, because that one is getting very, very full. And the minute I can't close it, I normally take a handful out, close it and ship it. So yeah, that's all I've been up to this week pretty much. I thought I would just give you a little bit of an update. I am planning on potentially putting out some different content over the next few weeks, to sort of test the waters and see how people respond to that, and whether it's something that you would like me to continue doing. Potentially a live once a week where I can sort of like a sit and sew, possibly on a Wednesday evening, but that probably won't start until the end of the month. I am also looking at potentially setting up some scheduled classes on my website, because I've been building the scheduled calendar side of the website, sort of behind the scenes, for about the last month and a half, which means that you will be able to sign up and do a beginner's quilting class, a beginner's bag making class, and a introduction to sewing men's shirts, which again will be transferable to women's shirts as well, if you wanted to sew a pattern that is aimed at women's sewing versus men's sewing, or a unisex pattern, whichever you prefer. But it will have it will feature button plackets, collars, cuffs, collar stands, and all of those tricky things that people seem to shy away from because they are a little bit more fiddly. So yeah, let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on those, and I will see you all very soon. Again, thank you to everyone that watched my last Friday sews. I will talk to you all again soon. Have a good weekend. I hope you get some sewing in, and ciao for now. Bye.